This battle is going to be interesting. My opponent brought a Whimsicott, and Whimsicott is notorious for being a prankster troll. The rest of my opponent's team is pretty darn solid. I haven't seen a lot of Tentacruel, but it still does exist. Azumarill, Garchomp, Charizard, and Excadrill are all reasonably common, even though Garchomp has dropped a bit. I think it's starting to pick back up. You guys should have seen my team if you watched my other battle. If you haven't, that's cool. But the point is, I'm using lesser OU tier Pokemon and the Golurk in this team. This whole thing is set up around the Golurk. But as for my opponent's team, I'm predicting the Whimsicott lead. I don't really know what else he could lead with. I guess Garchomp, but I'll go for the Whimsicott lead. And because I'm doing that, I think he'll outspeed me with whatever he has. So I'm gonna go for a Scizor lead. Is that so stupid? No, he could lead with Charizard, couldn't he? Because he could be Charizard Y. Yeah, I'm thinking he's going to be Charizard Y. Okay, I'll lead with Thundurus. Let's do that. Lead Thundurus, and we'll see whether he leads with Whimsicott or whether he leads with the Charizard. He leads with Whimsicott. Okay, so I was right there. Now, I'm pretty sure Whimsicott naturally outspeeds Thundurus. I got a feeling it's like 116 base speed to 111 or something like that. So that makes me want to just hit it and hit it hard. He could always swap out, but we'll deal with that if it comes up. So I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Ice, predicting him to go for the Substitute of the Dawn or something. No, he swaps out into Excadrill. That's fine, because I'm going to hit you with Hidden Power Ice. Doesn't do anything, but we pop a balloon and we get a little bit of damage up on that thing. So that's always nice. Now, I can go out into my physical wall here, which would be Gliscor. I could go out into Scizor as well, but I got a feeling that Gliscor is probably the better option. Is it though? I mean, what could Excadrill do? He could be no, he's not a choice set or anything. He could always go for the Sword Stance, couldn't he? Yeah, he could always go Sword Stance, but he could just try to hit me. This will be interesting. Can't really hit him hard with Gliscor, which is what I would want to do. I can hit him hard with Balloon. Let's go ahead and Balloon, since I resist rock type moves, ground. Okay, he's just gone for Stealth Rocks. That's okay. I'm alright with you setting those up. Now, predicting him to swap out, fearing a fighting type move or a substitute or something like that, it may be worth me going Rock Tomb, because he'll most likely bring in Charizard. Would he do that? I think that's a good play on my behalf. I could always go Bullet Seed, but Charizard resists that. Mach Punch, Charizard resists that. And as long as he doesn't get the chance to really set the Charizard up, that'd be nice. He could expect me to go Rock Tomb, but that's pretty unlikely. So I will go for it. Let's see what he goes. Oh, into the Whimsicott. Damn, I was like, oh, did he do it? Did he do it? But no, he didn't. He didn't fall for that bait. So we've got him out into the Whimsicott, which could, but I expect it not to carry a Fairy type move. Does it get Moonbluff? I'm not sure. See, I haven't really looked at the Whimsicott since the last generation. I do have the Assault Vest. I'd prefer not to be falling back on it, right now, but I think my best play is to just go for a return. I am an Assault Vest set. Okay, he went for the Substitute. That's good. That's good. The last thing you want is for a Whimsicott to be behind a sub, because then it's just so annoying. So I'll go for a return again, hoping he tries to set up a sub, again. I feel like I said again. Well, I did say again twice in a row, but, I don't know anymore. I don't know. Alright, we have to wait for him to make a decision. I've gone for the return again. He's withdrawn and he's gone back out into Excadrill. I'm okay with you doing that. He most likely won't be running any speed since he has the, what am I trying to think of here? Since he has Rapid Spin, I mean, he could. There's nothing wrong with him doing it, but I would say it's more likely for him to be the bulky variant if he's... No, sorry, he's running Stealth Rocks, not Rapid Spin. He probably is running Rapid Spin as well, mind you. So, I could go Bullet Seed here, or I could go Mach Punch. What to do? I think I'm going to go Bullet Seed and kill the Excadrill off. I should be able to outspeed because I run 252 speed. If I don't outspeed, I know that he's running a decent amount of speed as well. Now he swapped out into Azumarill. Oh, thank goodness. That is really nice to have a hit on right now. We get 3 Bullet Seeds off We got a crit in one of those bullet seeds as well. I do not know why you went out into Azumarill right then. That was a really bad play. I'm not having a go at my opponent, but just to me, that just doesn't make sense. Okay, so he went for the hit. We survive it because of the Assault Vest, and now we can get a Mach Punch off. I went for the Mach Punch just to kill it off. Unfortunately, he swapped out into Tentacruel. Now, Tentacruel has a lot of speed, and that's something that I forgot for the longest time until it became a huge problem. Now, he's most likely going to go for a Scald, predicting me to swap out, but I'd like to have Breloom around because it has priority, and you know what, I really discounted Breloom for a long time, but recently it's been a Pokemon that I've really fallen back on, and it's amazing to see how well it can actually do. So, I think the best thing I can do right now is to go out into Thundurus. Actually, would it be though? Would it be? I'm not sure that it is. I can't go out into Gliscor or Golurk. I can go out into Scizor. I can defog the rocks away if I go out into Scizor, or I can just go for some hits. Yeah, I think I'll go out into Scizor. Okay, what's he gonna do? Goes for the Ice Beam. Okay, that's fine. He gets a crit. That's cool. I got a crit with the Bullet Seed before on the Azumarill. I don't think it mattered because I hit 3 times anyway, but, you know, the crit was there, mind you. It was also the Belly Drum set. That's the set that I really condone if you put it in at the right time. My opponent unfortunately didn't, but, you know, that's what happened. So, I'm going to get the rocks out of here and go Defog. And he swaps out into Charizard. That's a good play on his behalf. I'll give him that. Now, I think in case he does some stupid prediction, or in case he tries to set up or something, I'm actually going to go for the U-turn. He goes for a Dragon Dance, not Mega Evolving. That's interesting. So he could still be either, couldn't he? Yeah, he could be either X or Y, and we're not sure at this stage. So, that's a good play on his behalf. I'm going to go out into Thundurus, and what I'm going to do is just go for the Prankster Thunder Wave. That way I can outspeed him with anything. This way, it doesn't matter what he Mega Evolves into. If he swaps out into, say, Excadrill, then it's unfortunate. Okay, so he is Mega Charizard X. I predicted it to be Y, and I was unfortunately wrong. But we do outspeed him and all that. So, you know, that now that he's paralyzed, of course. I don't really have anything to take a hit well from this thing. So let me think who's the most expendable. I can kill Whimsicott off with any sort of priority. I can kill... How much is the Excadrill on? Let me have a quick look here. 53%, Garchomp's on full, Tentacruel's on 73. So Thundurus would be important for the Tentacruel. Any sort of priority is good for the Whimsicott. The Excadrill dies to fighting type moves, and I'd like this to hang around for the Garchomp. So that would mean that Scizor's not incredibly usable, but it's still good to have around, so I think I'll keep that. Gliscor could do its part, it's not necessarily great. I'd like to have Golurk around. That means it's Charizard or... sorry, it's not Charizard. Lucario or Breloom. Those are my expendables at the moment. And, I think that means I'll sack off Breloom here. I mean, it's done its job. It's unfortunate, but something's got to die. He's gone for the Roost. Okay, that's a bad play on your behalf. It's now I get the Rock Tomb you. Unfortunately, it's only 2 times super effective as opposed to the normal 4 times. But, you know, that's still pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. He's locked into Outrage now, so I can easily kill him off. That means I can bring in... if I kill him off, I want to have something in that can kill it, and then whatever he brings in next. That's hard to do. I'm expecting the Whimsicott to come in next, though. So, let's think. I think Golurk's still the best option, even though I don't want Golurk in for the Whimsicott. This Golurk set is built around outspeeding any Excadrills. It won't outspeed the Tentacruel, but I can't get everything, can I? Looking at my opponent's team, though, Earthquake's the best option because it'll hit everything the hardest in case he decides, no, he can't swap out his outrage block in. Right, I forgot about that. Forgot about that and all the overthinking and everything. Charizard's down, that's good, that's one big threat out of the way. The Azumarill's another big threat out of the way. The Whimsicott's nearly dead. The Excadrill is half gone and it doesn't have any re-healing. Garchomp's a problem, and Tentacruel is something that we're going to have to get around. I think, from my point of view anyway, the best option he has here is to go into Tentacruel. That's his best option. Whether he does that or not, I guess we'll see, but he has Ice Beam on that thing if he doesn't have a Water type move. He most likely has a Water type move, but you guys still know what I'm talking about. So he goes out into the Tentacruel. Like I said, that was his best play. I don't think I'll be living any sort of hit. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'd still like the Golurk around for his Excadrill, but who's my most expendable member then? I have Hidden Power Ice on the Thundurus, which is set for Garchomp, so I want to keep him. I'm down to 2 priority users, one of which Whimsicott resists, but it's so low on health. It'd still be nice to have Scizor around. I think my best bet here is Lucario, even though Lucario won't put in any work, it's probably the most expendable thing. I do always have Gliscor, but Gliscor doesn't take hits well. But then again, Gliscor's not going to do much to my opponents because it doesn't have Earthquake, it just has stupid Ice Fang and Knockoff. Although it'll take a hit well and have a nice Ice Fang on Garchomp. Lucario is the most expendable, so I'll go into Lucario. That's it's an unfortunate play that I have to make, but it's the only thing that I really don't care about losing at the moment. He goes for Scald, he doesn't get a burn, he's probably annoyed about that, but I'm going to tell him right now that it doesn't matter, even though he can't hear me. It doesn't matter because this Lucario is a Choice Specs special Lucario, and it's going to do a lot of damage with Psychic. It'll kill him off. The only thing he can bring in is the Excadrill. That'll deal with it because the Whimsicott will die, the Garchomp will have a fair amount of damage to come to it, and the Tentacruel should die with the Choice Specs super effective move. Geez, we're running out of battle time on ourselves here. I'm going to have to pick my moves quickly from now on. Rather than talk about it, I'll pick it and then talk about it. I guess that's what I'll have to do. But right here, we should be alright, because I know how to kill everything on my opponent's team. The battle before this, I recorded it, and it was really close. My opponent ended up winning, like, by about 20% or something. No, I think it was less than that. I think he had 12% of health on his Garchomp, or something like that, and it really came down to the wire, and it was a case of, I didn't think Garchomp would take hits as well as it did, but hey, it did, so what can I do, huh? Bringing in the Excadrill. So does that mean he knows that I'm Choice Specs, or does he hope? I'm not sure. I don't really have the time to think about it, which is unfortunate. Scizor's now the most expendable thing on my team, so let's do that. I can take his Earthquake pretty darn well, and now I can Roost up, so I think I'll do that. I think I'll Roost up, if I can live the next Earthquake, which is not guaranteed. The thing is, I don't know what sort of speed he's running on his Excadrill. Now, I find that interesting that he went for Stealth Rocks because I do have the Defog, and I'm pretty sure I've already showed that. So, yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any sort of healing on this Excadrill, so I'm not sure what his plan is there. He can bring in his Garchomp for free while I go full health, and now I'm going to U-turn out. He goes for Swords Dance, so I know he's not a choiced Garchomp, which is fine. He's a Rocky Helmet Garchomp, so I'm going to bring in Thundurus and go for the Hidden Power Ice. And we should be able to kill it because we should outspeed that thing. I'm pretty sure we outspeed that thing, and that should be a dead Garchomp, and I'm going to be pretty happy with that. Okay, he's done the smart play and gone out into Tentacruel. That's fine, I'm not a Life Orb or anything, so I can just go for a Volt Switch. I'll outspeed the Tentacruel. We didn't kill it. I would have thought I would have killed it, but looks like I don't. I'm going to bring in Gliscor, I guess. At this point, although I don't want to, I'm bringing in the most expendable things on my team because that's the only way I can win this battle, as much as I don't want to do it. So I'm going to go knock off. Doesn't matter, he kills me off. That's fine, I'm okay with him doing that. I can bring in Thundurus again and go for a Volt Switch. Even if he does swap out, I can just go for Hidden Power Ice on whatever he brings in. So I'm okay with him doing that. Oh, Scizor has more health than I thought it did. Okay. Okay. That's cool. I'm going to bring out Scizor then. I'm going to bring out Scizor, and we'll deal with you very well. Okay, so I'm going to go Defog to get rid of the rocks, because I don't like rocks. Brought in Garchomp, that's a fair play. So I'm going to go U-turn. It's going Dragon Claw, but that's nothing. Alright, now, if I bring in my Thundurus, I will outspeed. He is playing his last 3 Pokemon really well, and I do commend him on that. But I'm pretty sure we still have this either way. I can go for Hidden Power Ice, and yeah, he's brought in Excadrill. I outspeed your Excadrill. Oh, he can take one more Hidden Power Ice. I didn't think he would be able to do that, but I guess he can. Alright, so I'm bringing in Scizor, because at the moment, Thundurus is the best thing I have on my team. Using Rock Slide was a really good play on his behalf. I will die from this next turn, so I will just go for a Bullet Punch. Yeah, cool. So we've got that thing in range of a Hidden Power Ice kill, and he can't swap into Garchomp because it'll die to the Hidden Power Ice. He can swap into Tentacruel, but I don't think it's got a lot left. 27%, it's nothing. I can go for a Volt Switch here. Volt Switch will kill him. He can go back into one of his other Pokemon, but it's a case of, as he keeps swapping into Tentacruel, I'm slowly lowering him with the Hidden Power Ice, so there's no point in predicting or anything like that. At this point here, I'll go Lucario. I mean, Golurk didn't really get the best of runs today, which was the whole point I wanted to go for this team, but you know, you can't always get a Pokemon to do exactly what you want, so I don't know, what can I say? I think Lucario is actually going to die here. Actually, this will be a good point to test out. If he's Swords Dance, that means he's no bulky variant. I'm not sure whether my opponent last time ran a bulky variant, even though you guys aren't going to see that battle. So I'll go Vacuum Wave to see how much we do. 31%, no, I think that's how much we did last time, or thereabouts. So we've got him down to 2%, no point in bringing out Golurk because it doesn't have any priority. So, Thundurus will be killing off my opponent here. Garchomp can't live any hit from there, and I outspeed it, and Excadrill, I'm pretty sure, has like 8% left or something like that. So my opponent was able to prolong the battle. He managed to get me down to 2 Pokemon as well, but I was pretty confident once I killed the Whimsicott that as long as I had Thundurus around, I'd be able to wither him down. And that's what happened, even at the expense of, you know, my Scizor, my Lucario, and my Gliscor. Everything did well. I killed off his Azumarill, which was, I still believe it was a bit of a waste on his behalf. He's played really well, but he's made one mistake there, and so we got that thing out cheaply. I did well to get the Charizard out when I did, and then we played around the Whimsicott pretty well, and yeah, so I was pretty happy. Pretty happy with how it went. So there's the Garchomp dead. He brings in the Excadrill at 8%. It's not able to live any hit. So there we go, and that's that thing dead. So, like I was saying before, good battle. I've summed it up already, so if you guys think I missed something, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all it is. So, Freddy Fishfinger out.